King Charles is set to welcome Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for interfaith discussions next week amid escalating violence against Christians in Nigeria. Buckingham Palace confirmed that President Tinubu, accompanied by First Lady Olorunmi Tinubu, will be guests of King Charles and Queen Camilla during their visit from Wednesday, March 18 to Thursday, March 19, 2026. On March 18, the monarch will receive President Tinubu for a formal audience at Windsor Castle. Following the meeting, the two leaders will visit Vickers Hall in Windsor together. Their discussions will focus on promoting interfaith dialogue, with both leaders engaging with organizations that facilitate these efforts on a national and international scale. The following day, First Lady Olorunmi Tinubu will visit Lambeth Palace and participate in a brief service of prayer at the chapel. After the service, she is expected to deliver a sermon. She will later attend a reception at Lambeth Palace, where she will meet representatives from the Church of England and various faith-based charities, including Christian Aid and Mothers Union, which have provided support for initiatives in Nigeria. This important visit occurs against a backdrop of heightened violence in Nigeria, which has been described as facing a severe security crisis. Reports indicate that Islamist militants, armed militias, and criminal gangs have been actively conducting raids on villages, significantly impacting Christian communities. According to monitoring groups, Nigeria has become one of the most dangerous countries for Christians, with an alarming statistic of 3,490 Christians killed in 2025 alone. This number represents approximately 72% of all Christian killings globally, highlighting the critical state of religious persecution in the region. Christian communities are among the most affected by this violence, although the turmoil touches various groups across the country. In January 2026, gunmen launched attacks on churches in central Nigeria, resulting in the deaths of at least 35 individuals and the abduction of nearly 175 worshippers. The violence continued last month when militants targeted several villages in Kwara State, leading to over 160 fatalities in one of the year's most brutal massacres. Recent attacks in Benue and neighboring states have also claimed numerous lives, predominantly in Christian areas. These armed groups typically strike at night, utilizing firearms to open fire indiscriminately, setting homes ablaze, and kidnapping villagers, often for ransom or political leverage. The perpetrators include Boko Haram, an Islamist terrorist organization, as well as ISWAP, Fulani militias, and various criminal gangs. While some of these groups engage in jihadist insurgency, others are motivated by criminal interests or ethnic conflicts, particularly over land disputes and kidnapping for ransom. The growing instability poses a significant challenge for the Nigerian government and international observers alike. In response to the escalating violence, former President Donald Trump authorized a series of airstrikes targeting militant groups in northwestern Nigeria on Christmas Day 2025. The operation specifically aimed at camps operated by the Islamic State Sahel Province, ISSP, and the Lakurawa militant group, primarily located in Sokoto State. Nigeria's complex history includes its membership in the Commonwealth since gaining independence in 1960. However, the country faced suspension in November 1995 following the execution of activist Ken Saro-Wiwa and others under the military regime of Sani Abacha. Nigeria's full reinstatement in the Commonwealth occurred in May 1999, marking a pivotal moment in its political landscape. As King Charles and President Tinubu prepare for their discussions, the situation in Nigeria remains dire. The international community watches closely, hoping for effective dialogue and action that can alleviate the suffering of affected communities. The interfaith talks led by these prominent leaders aim to foster understanding and cooperation among different religious groups in Nigeria. Such initiatives are crucial for addressing the root causes of violence and promoting peace in a nation grappling with deep-seated conflicts. Organizations involved in interfaith dialogue are working tirelessly to bridge divides and create platforms for peaceful coexistence. Their efforts are vital in a country where religious tensions often escalate into violence, affecting countless innocent lives. The visit from King Charles and President Tinubu underscores a commitment to addressing these pressing issues. Their collaboration could inspire hope among communities yearning for peace and stability amid ongoing threats. As the two leaders engage in discussions, the stories of those affected by the violence serve as poignant reminders of the urgent need for action. The resilience of Christian communities in Nigeria highlights a profound strength in the face of adversity. The upcoming meetings at Windsor Castle and Lambeth Palace represent more than just diplomatic engagements. They symbolize a united front against violence and a shared commitment to fostering a safer environment for all Nigerians. In conclusion, the interfaith talks scheduled for next week are a critical step towards addressing the escalating violence in Nigeria. As leaders from different faiths come together, their collective efforts may pave the way for a more peaceful future. The world watches as King Charles and President Tinubu embark on this significant dialogue, hoping it will lead to tangible results that not only benefit Nigeria but also set a precedent for interfaith cooperation worldwide. The need for urgent action is clear, and the collaboration between these leaders may serve as a catalyst for change in a region desperately seeking peace and security.